the boardwalk, boardwalk.
On a blanket with my baby, that's where I'll be.
Under the boardwalk,
Out of the sun,
under the boardwalk,
we'll be having some fun.
under the boardwalk,
People walking above,
under the boardwalk,
we'll be falling in love.
under the boardwalk, boardwalk.
Well, bless my soul, what's wrong with me? I'm itching like a man on a fuzzy tree. My friends say I'm acting wild as a bug. I'm in love, I'm all shook up. Ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, my hands are shaky and my knees are weak. I can't seem to stand on my own 2 feet. Who do you think of when you have such luck? I'm in love, I'm all shook up. Ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, please don't ask me what's on my mind. I'm a little mixed up, but I feel fine when I'm near the girl that I love best. My heart beats so it scares me to death when she touches my hand. Oh, what a chill I got. Her lips are like a volcano that's hot. I'm proud to say that she's my buttercup. I'm in love, I'm all shook up. Ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah. My tongue gets tied when I try to speak. My inside shake like a leaf on a tree. There's only one cure for this body of mine, that's to have that girl and a love so fine. She touched my hand and what a chill I got. Her lips are like a volcano that's hot. I'm proud to say that she's my buttercup. I'm in love, I'm all shook up. Ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah. I'm all shook up.
You never close your eyes anymore when I kiss your lips. And there's no tenderness like grief in your fingertips. You're trying hard not to show it, but baby, baby, I know it. You lost that love and feeling. Oh, that love and feeling. You lost that love and feeling. Now it's gone, gone, gone. Oh. Now there's no welcome look in your eyes when I reach for you. Girl, you're starting to criticize little things I do. It makes me just feel like crying. 'Cause baby, something beautiful about it. You lost that love and feeling. Oh, that love and feeling. You lost that love and feeling. Now it's gone, gone, gone. Whoa, whoa. Baby, baby, I'd get down on my knees for you.
you would only love me like you used to do, yeah. We had a love, a love, a love you don't find every day. So don't let it slip away. Baby, I beg you please, I need your love, I need your love, and bring it on back, bring it on back, bring back that love and feeling, oh, that love and feeling, bring back that love and feeling, 'cause it's gone, and I can't go on. Ooh. Bring back that love and feeling. Oh, that love and feeling. Bring back that love and feeling.
I love the colorful clothes she wears and the way the sunlight plays upon her hair. I hear the sound of a gentle word on the wind that lifts her perfume through the air.
I'm picking up good vibrations. She's giving me the excitations. I'm picking up good vibrations. She's giving me the excitations. I'm picking up good vibrations. She's giving me the excitations. Picking up good vibrations. She's giving me the
Close my eyes, she's somehow closer now. Softly smile, I know she must be kind. In her eyes, she goes with me to a blossom room.
I'm picking up good vibrations. She's giving me the excitations. I'm picking up good vibrations. She's giving me the excitations. Picking up good vibrations. She's giving me the excitations. Picking up good vibrations. She's giving me the excitations.
I don't know where, but she sends me there.
Gotta keep those loving good vibrations happening with her. Gotta keep those loving good vibrations happening with her. Gotta keep those loving good vibrations.
charms whenever I want you. All I have to do is dream. Dream, dream, dream when I feel blue in the night, and I need you to hold me tight whenever I want you. All I have to do is dream. I can make you mine, taste your lips of wine, anytime, night or day. Only trouble is, gee whiz, I'm dreaming my life away. I need you so that I could die. I love you so, and that is why whenever I want you, all I have to do is dream. Dream, 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 dream.
We are the Navy Blues. We are the old dark Navy Blues. We're the team that never lets you down. We're the only team old Carlton knows. With all the champions they like to send up, we'll keep our end up, and they will know that they've been playing against the famous old dark blues. We are the Navy Blues. We are the old dark Navy Blues. We're the team that never lets you down. We're the only team old Carlton knows. With all the champions they like to send up, we'll keep our end up, and they will know that they've been playing against the famous old dark blues. We are the Navy Blues. We are the old dark Navy Blues. We're the team that never lets you down. We're the only team old Carlton knows. With all the champions they like to send up, we'll keep our end up, and they will know that they've been playing against the famous old dark blues.
What a proud supporter Phil was, ladies and gentlemen. It's wonderful to see so much navy blue here in the chapel this morning. But don't think of him as gone away. His journey has just begun. Life holds many facets. This earth is only one. Just think of him as resting from the sickness and the fears in a place of warmth and comfort where there are no days or years. Think how he must be wishing that we could know today that nothing but our sadness can really pass away. And think of him as living in the hearts of those he touched, for nothing loved is ever lost, and he was loved so much. He definitely was loved so very much. And so we've come together this morning to celebrate the life of Phillip John Joseph, Little Phil, as he was known to you all. A down-to-earth, humble, fun-loving man who was certainly a legend within his community, a man who took great pleasure from his family, his friends, and his footy club. On behalf of his loving wife, Kay, his children, Tanya, deceased, Jody, Rick, and their families, I welcome you and thank you for being with them today to celebrate little Phil's life and to say goodbye to him in a meaningful and loving way, in the way that he would want. A celebration with lots of laughs, not too many tears. You are his closest family and friends, and you are all here today because you have that one very important thing in common. Your lives have been touched by the incredibly good fortune of having known him. He would absolutely love being the centre of attention and having us all gathered here to talk about him and to share our memories. Following this service, the memories can continue as you are all warmly invited to join the family at the Wynyard Football Club to raise a glass in honour of him, share your stories and support one another. This morning is an opportunity to share memories of the life and personality that was little Phil, an open and honest man who said it how he saw it. Often no filter, there were no airs or graces. He just wanted people to be happy. He loved to make people laugh, and his many friends and acquaintances loved him for it. Little Phil was a kind and charismatic man who loved people, and put simply, people loved him. Selfless and caring, he loved his family deeply and was passionate about his voluntary work with Community Transport Services Tasmania and the Cancer Council. So it is natural that you feel sadness today. Losing such a great husband, father, great pop, and friend is a jolt to us all, especially as he never really let on how serious his medical journey was. And so our emotions need to run their course. It is important to remember that our grief now is the final act of love we can offer to little Phil because he touched our hearts so deeply. It is the silent tribute, the unspoken testament to the bond that was shared. In every tear shed, in every ache felt, there is love, raw, unfiltered, and enduring. And our grief is not just sorrow. It will continue to be the echo of that devotion, a reflection of how profoundly little Phil mattered. Our grief is the weight of love with nowhere else to go. A reminder that even in his absence, his presence remains woven into the very fabric of who we are. The only cure for grief is to grieve. So today we honour and celebrate the life of a man who, to everyone who knew him, was simply Little Phil. But don't be fooled by the name. There was nothing small about the impact Phil had on those around him. He was big in heart, in humour, in loyalty, and in love. Philip John Joseph was born on the 17th of May 1951 in Franklin in southern Tasmania. He was one of 9 children born to Jack and Gwenny Joseph. The family lived in Huonville, and it was there that Phil began the life that would take him on a journey filled with family, work, cheekiness, and laughter. As the youngest boy in such a large family, Phil knew how to make the most of that position. Spoilt, as everyone would tell you, by his mum, Phil got away with things that his brothers and sisters never could. If he didn't like what was being served at the dinner table, Gwenny would cook him something different. Special meals made just for him. It was the beginning of a lifelong pattern. Phil had a knack for charming people into doing things his way, but always with a smile and that twinkle in his eye. He attended school in Huonville, but once school was finished, he wasn't the type to settle quickly into one path. Instead, he dabbled with career choices, trying his hand at many things. He worked for 5 years with the PWD and spent plenty of time working around the orchards in the area. He wasn't afraid to give something a go, but he was never defined by his work. What defined Phil was his outlook on life: easygoing, funny, and always ready to see the brighter side. In 1967, at a local dance, fate stepped in. Phil spotted a very pretty young lady named Kay. Without hesitation, he strode right up to her and boldly declared, "I'm going to marry you." Kay was unimpressed and replied, "I don't think so." But Phil was nothing if not persistent. He won her heart, and together they began a love story that would last for the next 58 years. In 1969, they started their little family. Tanya was born in 1970, followed by Jodie, and then Rick in 1973. In the early years, the family moved around a bit, first to Hobart, living in Davies Street, then to Smithton in the mid-70s, and later to Wynyard, where Phil did some dairy farming work in Preolina. In 1991, Phil and Kay made a big move to Warrnambool in Victoria, where they spent 20 years working on dairy farms. After those 20 years, Phil and Kay returned home to Wynyard, with Phil travelling to Smithton for work. Eventually, he retired from farming, but retirement never really suited him. He started a small lawn mowing business where he kept the gardens of older folk neat and tidy. He did this for about 5 years before moving into a role that became one of his proudest contributions, that of volunteering. He volunteered as a driver for Community Transport Services Tasmania and the Cancer Council. For 12 years, he drove people to their appointments. But more than that, he made their journeys memorable. People would ask for him by name because he had the gift of laughter. He took their minds off what lay ahead, and on the way home, he helped them to forget the discomfort they had just been through. He didn't just drive them, he lifted them. That was Phil, always finding a way to bring joy even in the hardest circumstances. Then in 2020, life tested him with his own cancer diagnosis. But in true Phil fashion, he brushed it off as a minor setback. He had plan A, and if that didn't work, there was plan B. And if that didn't work, there was plan C. His positive attitude carried him through 5 long years of treatments and challenges. He faced it with courage, humour and resilience, never letting it dampen his spirits. Phil's passions outside his family were many. As we know, he was a devoted Carlton Football Club supporter, utterly passionate, completely committed. He loved every game, every flag, and every hope of another premiership. He recently asked his doctor, Dr. Jensen, if he thought he'd see Carlton win another flag. Dr. Jensen, with typical dry humour, said, "Well, even if you didn't have cancer, I don't think so." And Phil laughed at that, because laughter was always his way. His first tattoos at the age of 70 were the names of his grandchildren and the years that Carlton won the flag. He loved racehorses, Ford cars, especially Mustangs and V8s. He loved Bathurst and, of course, cheering on Craig Lowndes in his Ford. He also picked, somewhat randomly, the Melbourne Vixens netball team as a team to support. He thought they were pretty fabulous, and just a few months ago when they won a big game, Phil was moved to tears. Closer to home though, he found joy in his veggie garden. Though gardening for Phil usually meant pulling carrots the second the tops came up through the ground. They were tiny, scrawny little things, but he couldn't resist. But when the veg was given its proper time, the garden was productive, but patience was not his strongest point. Little Phil was never a man who needed a wide circle of friends. He had plenty of acquaintances, but what mattered most to him was his family. He loved his children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren with a deep, steady devotion. His great-grandson Xavier was especially close to him, his best mate. Phil delighted in that bond, and it gave him so much happiness. And then there was Charlie. We can't have a eulogy without mention of Charlie, a clever little blue budgie. Phil had taught him to talk. He knew all the grandchildren's names, and yes, he could even sing the Carlton theme song. That budgie brought Phil endless joy, and though Charlie has since flown to budgie heaven, he remains a treasured part of Phil's story. Phil lived honestly, openly, and joyfully. He was described as a legend, honest, helpful, reliable, and above all, very, very funny. He saw the world with lightness and wanted everyone to be happy. That was his gift to us. In his final days after a short hospital stay, Phil came home where he passed peacefully, surrounded by the family he so loved. It was exactly where he wanted to be. On behalf of Kay and the family, deep gratitude must be expressed to Dr. Tim and the palliative care team and community nursing. Their support, compassion and care through Phil's cancer journey made an immense difference, and the family will be forever thankful. So today, as we farewell little Phil, we remember a man who lived fully, laughed heartily, and loved deeply. His life was a true love story with Kay, with his family, with his football team, and with the simple joys of every day. Rest peacefully, Phil. Your humour, your honesty, and your love will remain with us always. To follow on from Phil's story, his granddaughter Leah and great-grandson and best friend Xavier have put together tributes. Would you all like to come together? Yep.
I won't stay up here too long because Pop was definitely the talker in our family. He loved being the centre of attention, the story and the storyteller. In fact, he's probably listening today excited to hear his eulogy, something that he'd joked about with many people, no doubt asking some of you to write it. Before Pop passed away, he asked me to speak about two things today. The first one was how much he loved his wife, my beautiful Nan. Sorry. I wasn't surprised when he said that because anyone that knew him knew his love for her. When I'd kidnap Nan for the day or the night, he'd be always calling and texting, asking when I'd be returning his wife, that he was emotionally distressed about her. Stirring me, of course, but with some level of truth. I'd say, Pop, you're obsessed with her, and he wouldn't even try and deny it. But when I think about it now, how absolutely beautiful to still be obsessed with your beautiful wife after 55 years of marriage. He certainly taught me what love should look like. The second was Xavier, his great-grandson and his best friend. He wanted to thank Xavier and say thank you for being there for him in the good times and the bad. Those two had a very unique relationship, and if you were in a room with them, you might think that they didn't like each other, with the constant insults and banter. But under that was a lot of love and an unbreakable friendship. One of my favourite stories about Pop is when I was in primary school, probably only 7 or 8. Pop took me to the shops and he was supposed to be quit smoking at the time. He grabbed a packet of smokes from a hidden stash in the shed, and while we were out at the shops he had a smoke and said, "Don't you tell Nan." When we got back, of course, I was very quick to dob. Showed Nan where the stash was. She said, "Phillip." She only ever called him Phillip when he was growling. I knew it was serious. When we got back out to the house, he said, "Well, that's the last time I'm taking you to the shops." Of course, he took me again, but he didn't let me forget that I'd dobbed him in that day to Nan. Pop had so many amazing qualities and he taught me so many things over my life. But most importantly, he taught me the power of laughter and giving someone else a smile when they didn't have one. And I hope that's how you'll all remember him, full of life and full of laughter.
Philip Joseph was loved by many and disliked by few. He was kind-hearted except when he was in the Wynyard notice board, going on about things that had nothing to do with him. He was one true friend and he'd always make you laugh, no matter what was going on in his life or yours. He'd always manage to give you a smile. If you ever wanted anything at Pop's house, you'd have to come to me, because he always brought me stuff and not Mum. I have a few stories about Pop I'd like to share. When I was 3 years old, I was visiting Nan and Pop on the farm. He placed me in a tractor and told me, "Do not touch anything," as he'd be working under it. I proceeded to touch everything as a normal 3-year-old. I managed to undo and put the tractor in reverse and ran him clean over. He proceeded to chase after me in the tractor as it was rolling down the hill. Before I was born, he had spent all Nan's grocery money at the bottle shop. When he got home, Nan cleaned him up with the frying pan. Knocked him clean out and just left him there. Thought she killed him a couple hours later when he didn't get up. He in fact woke up and said he had a very sore head. Nan, please don't hit me with a frying pan for telling that story. He also said to me that he loves Nan with everything, and that he would like all of us to look after her as he would. And that's all I have. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, Leah and Xavier. Beautiful to share those really personal memories of a beautiful relationship that you had. We now have the privilege of viewing photographs depicting aspects of little Phil's life that we've heard about this morning. He himself chose two great songs to accompany these photos, Walk Like a Man by the Hollies and Harry Belafonte singing the Banana Boat Song.
Oh, how you tried to cut me down to size, telling dirty lies to my friends. My own father said, give her up, don't bother. The world isn't coming to an end.
He said,
Walk like a man, talk like a man, walk like a man, my son. No woman's world, walking on the earth. So walk like a man, my son. Fine, baby, I don't mean maybe. Gonna get along somehow. Soon you'll be crying on account of all your lying. Oh yeah, just look who's laughing now.
I'm gonna
Walk like a man, fast as I can. Walk like a man from you. I'll tell the world, forget about it, girl, and walk like a man from you.
Daylight come and me walk home. Me say day, oh. Daylight come and me want go home. Work all night and a drink a rum.
Daylight come and we want go home.
Stack banana till the morning come.
Daylight come and we want go home.
Come, Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana.
Daylight come and we want go home.
Come, Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana.
Daylight come and we want go home.
Live
6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot bunch. Daylight come and we want go home. 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot bunch. Daylight come and we want go home.
day is a day, oh.
Daylight come and we want go home.
Day is a day, is a day, is a day, is a day.
Come and we want go home.
A beautiful bunch, a ripe banana.
Daylight come and we want go home.
Hide the deadly black tarantula.
Daylight come and we want go home.
Live
6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot bunch. Daylight come and we want go home. 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot bunch. Daylight come and we want
a day, oh.
Daylight come and we want go home.
Day is a day, is a day, is a day.
Daylight come and we want go home.
Come, Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana.
Daylight come and we want go home.
Come, Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana.
Daylight come and we want go home.
Day-o, day-o.
Daylight come and we want go home.
Day is a day, is a day, is a day, is a day, is a day.
Daylight come and we want go home.
What beautiful memories. And yes, always with a smile on his face. Saw the happy things in everything. While the family place flowers now and say their quiet goodbyes, I invite you all to reflect on the place that little Phil had in your life and the memories that you now will cherish of him.
Long as I remember, the rain been coming down, clouds of mist drip pouring, confusion on the ground. Could be through the ages, trying to find the sun, and I wonder, still I wonder, who'll stop the rain. I went down Virginia, seeking shelter from the storm. Caught up in the fable, I watched the tower grow. 5-year plans, a new deal, wrapped in golden chains. And I wonder, still I wonder, who'll stop the rain. Heard the singers playing, how we cheered for more. Crowd had rushed together, trying to keep warm. Still the rain kept pouring, falling on my ears. And I wonder, still I wonder, who'll stop the rain.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please bow your heads and join me in the Lord's Prayer? Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power and the glory, for ever and ever. Amen. A life well lived is a precious gift of hope and strength and grace from someone who made our world a brighter, better place. It's filled with moments sweet and sad, with smiles and sometimes tears, with friendships formed and good times shared, and laughter through the years. A life well lived is a legacy of joy and pride and pleasure, a living, lasting memory our grateful hearts will treasure. Little Phil's certainly was a life well lived, and there is so much to treasure. As we celebrate his life, we can take satisfaction that he has been and still is and always will be a part of our life. His influence endures in the unending consequences flowing from his character and his actions. Leaving the world on Wednesday, August the 27th, little Phil did so on his own terms, at home, surrounded by his loving family. We know that his spirit and his living made a difference and will continue to do so as long as each of you remember him in your hearts and carry the lessons of his life with you. You now are the representatives and the ambassadors of his legacy. He gave you the wonderful gifts of kindness, graciousness, strength, acceptance, and love. He showed you how to live with a strong and positive heart. He showed you how to have fun, how to laugh, how to give others joy. Cherish those things always. For as he would say, I'd like the memory of me to be a happy one. I'd like to leave an afterglow of smiles when life is done. I'd like to leave an echo whispering softly down the ways of happy times and laughing times, bright and sunny days. I'd like the tears of those who grieve to dry before the sun, and only remember the happy memories that I leave when my life is done. So now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to say farewell and to send little Phil on his final journey. Would you all please stand? This time of parting definitely is the most difficult. But before we do that, we need to be thankful and grateful for Phil's life, remembering maybe the intangibles. Think about the impact of his life on yours. You might bring to mind his smile, his sense of humour, and the amazing way he always made you laugh. You might bring to mind his absolute passion for the mighty Carlton Football Club, or simply his positivity and the way he lived his life. Remember the significant moments and the fun times you had with him. You will remember his life by the memories he leaves for you. But most of all, remember him with love as long as you live. We come into this world with nothing and we leave with nothing. But those memories that we leave, the memories that we leave to family and to friends, are a mark of our life's success. Nothing can detract from the joy and friendship you shared with little Phil. Nothing can possibly affect the happiness and depth of the experience that he himself knew with you. So Phil, go forth from this world knowing that you are loved beyond measure, that you will be missed more than words can say, that you will be remembered and cherished, and that love will never end. We will hold you close within us, and there you will remain to be with us throughout our lives until we meet again. And as we now hold your memory in our hearts and send you on your final journey, may you forever rest in peace with the certain knowledge that our love goes with you. And so it is with love and gratitude that we now commit all those fond memories to be locked away in our hearts as we gently yield your body to be cremated. Earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, grateful for the life that has been lived and all that life meant to us, may we resolve that while we live, we will strive with all our might to make our living of real worth. Phil, we celebrate you, we honour you, but most of all we pay tribute to that consistent love and loyalty that you always shared so willingly with your family and your friends. Your courage and your strength will never be forgotten. And so, Phil, now with love, we shall leave you in peace, and with respect, we bid you a fond farewell.